Good morning, students. Welcome to class 12 biology, unit 2nd, chapter 6, molecular basis of inheritance, DNA. Today's topic is DNA, deoxyribonucleic acids. DNA is the principal nucleic acids which act as the main genetic material in almost all the organisms except certain viruses like TMV, tobacco mosaic virus. It is usually found in the nucleus of cells. Some eukaryotic cells, organelles such as mitochondria and chloroplast also contain DNA as principal genetic materials. Historical events are history of discovery of the DNA. DNA is the principal nucleic acids, and nucleic acids are the most important constituent of nucleus, playing vital role in inheritance of characters from one generation to other generation. Nucleic acid were first discovered and isolated by Frederick Miescher 1869 from the nucleus of first cells or WBC, to which he gave the name nuclein. After the discovery of nuclein by Miescher, many scientists have done some important work with regard to nucleic acids, like Emil Fischer 1880 identified purines and pyrimidines, two types of bases in nuclein or nucleic acid. A. Kosel 1884 identified the constituent nitrogenous bases of nuclein as well as its 5-carbon sugar and phosphoric acid. Hartwig 1884 suggested a hereditary role of nuclein. Hartmann 1899 named nuclein as nucleic acid due to presence of acidic properties. Kosel 1910 was awarded by Nobel Prize for demonstration the presence of 2 purines, adenine and guanine, and 2 pyrimidines, cytosine and thymine, in nucleic acids. Fulgen 1912 devised bases. Custin dye positive only to DNA. Fulgen and Rosenbach 1924 developed a specific staining technique for DNA. Avery, McLeod and McCarthy 1944 gave direct evidence in support of DNA to be a genetic material. Chargaff 1950 showed that DNA contains equal amount of purines and pyrimidines. Watson and Crick 1953 proposed double helical model for DNA molecules. Maslon and Estehil 1958 gave experimental evidences in support of semi-conservative mode of DNA replication. Kornberg 1959 discovered enzyme responsible for semi-conservative replication of DNA molecules. These are the some historical events about the discovery of DNA as genetic material. Locations where is DNA found. In prokaryotic cells, for example bacteria, blue-green algae, DNA is found in the cytoplasm as circular double-stranded DNA molecule and plasmids, but in eukaryotic cells DNA is found in two kinds: nuclear DNA which is found inside the nucleus and is the principal component of chromosome, in which protein molecules are associated with DNA to form deoxyribonucleoproteins. Organelle DNA or extranuclear DNA. It is the DNA found inside the cell organelles like mitochondria and chloroplast. Its structure resembles with DNA of prokaryotic cells. Proteins are not associated with these DNA molecules. Most of the virus also contain DNA as genetic material. Quantity or amount of DNA. Quantity of DNA in cells is measured in terms of picograms. 1 picogram is equal to 10 to power minus 12 gram. Quantity of DNA on all the cell of a species is fairly constant. However, the amount of DNA becomes doubled just before cell division. After meiosis, number of chromosomes become half. Therefore, the amount of DNA also become half. Chemical composition. Chemically, DNA is composed of 3 materials or 3 substances or 3 compounds. A phosphate group or phosphoric acid, a sugar, 5 carbon sugar, and nitrogenous bases, cyclic nitrogen containing compound called nitrogenous bases. Nitrogenous bases are of 2 types: purines are adenine and guanine, and pyrimidines are cytosine and thymine. Two types of nitrogenous bases are found in DNA. Purines, it is two ringed heterocyclic nitrogenous base, adenine and guanine, and pyrimidine is single ringed heterocyclic nitrogenous base. In DNA, 2 pyrimidines are present, cytosine and thymine. But in RNA molecules, in place of thymine, there is another base, uracil. Chemically, the DNA molecule is a polynucleotide chain. The DNA contains nucleosides and nucleotides. Nucleosides of DNA are a nitrogenous base along with deoxyribose sugar form the nucleosides. When a nitrogenous base adenine combined with deoxyribose sugar or 5 carbon sugar, it forms deoxyadenosine. Guanine, deoxyguanosine, deoxycytidine, and deoxythymidines. Deoxyribose sugar plus adenine form deoxyadenosine nucleotide. Guanine with 5 carbon sugar form the deoxyguanosine. Cytosine with deoxyribose sugar form deoxycytidine. In same manner, the thymine base along with deoxyribose sugar form the deoxythymidine. These are the 4 nucleosides of DNA molecules. In the same manner, they also form the nucleotides. But in their nucleosides, the name acid is added due to adding of phosphoric acids. Nucleotides are formed by nitrogenous bases plus deoxyribose sugar plus phosphoric acids or phosphate group. From phosphoric acid, phosphate group is added with the deoxyribose sugars to form nucleotides. 4 nucleotides of DNA molecules are deoxyadenylic acid, deoxyribose sugar plus adenine plus phosphoric acid. Deoxyguanidinic acid, guanine plus deoxyribose sugar plus phosphoric acid. Deoxycytidinic acid, deoxyribose sugar plus cytosine plus phosphoric acids give rise to nucleotide deoxycytidinic acids, and fourth is deoxythymidinic acid. Nitrogenous base thymine plus deoxyribose sugar plus phosphoric acids form the deoxythymidinic acids. These are the 4 nucleotides of DNA molecules. Chemically, a DNA molecule is polynucleotide chain. Base pairing in the DNA molecules. In DNA, there are 2 nitrogenous bases, 2 purines and 2 pyrimidines. One purine is always paired with another pyrimidine. One purine form pair with one pyrimidine. In this way, adenine always combined with thymine by double hydrogen bonds, and guanine always combined with cytosine by triple hydrogen bonds. Chargaff's rule. E. Chargaff, 1950. On the basis of chemical analysis of nitrogenous bases and pentose sugar, formulated some rule known as Chargaff rule. Main point of this rule are: in DNA molecules, the amount of purines and pyrimidines is always equal. Purines are adenine and guanine is equal to pyrimidines, cytosine plus thymine. Each DNA molecule, the amount of adenine is always equal to that of thymine, and amount of guanine is equal to the amount of cytosine. Amount of adenine is always equal to amount of thymine, and amount of guanine is equal to amount of cytosine. Quantitatively, A is equal to T, or A upon T is equal to 1. Likewise, C is equal to G, or C upon G is equal to 1. However, ratio of A plus T upon C plus G may vary from species to species, but it constant for a given species. For a particular species, this ratio is always constant. For example, in yeast, it is 17.9, and in bacteriophage T2, it is 18.6. So the amount of deoxyribose sugar and phosphate molecules are always occurs in equal proportions. Now the molecular structure of DNA. Molecular structure of DNA. J.D. Watson and F.S.C. Crick in 1953, based on X-ray diffraction method, proposed a double helical model to explain molecular structure of DNA. For this work, they were awarded Nobel Prize in 1962. The work of Watson and Crick has been supported by X-ray diffraction photograph obtained by Wilkins and his associates. So on the basis of charge of chemical data, Wilkins and Franklin X-ray diffraction data and interference drawn from model building, Watson and Crick proposed a double helical model of DNA. Double helical model of DNA. A DNA molecule is composed of two polynucleotide chains that are spirally coiled to form a double helix. The backbone of chain is made up of alternating sugar and phosphate molecules. Sugar and phosphate molecules are found in its periphery and nitrogenous bases at the middle. These two helices are form at a main axis. The two strands of a DNA molecules are oriented anti-parallel to each other, that is 5 and 5 end of one strand located with the 3 in the other strands at the same end of a DNA molecules. Right? It starts from 5 ends, then it is 3 ends, it finishes into 3 ends, and this into the ends. So this means the phosphate groups attach with third and fifth carbon atom of the deoxyribose sugars. If the chain started from fifth carbon atom, it will finish into the third carbon atom, or if it starts from the third carbon atom, finish into the 5 carbon atoms. According to this, it is known as 5 end and 3 ends. Each polynucleotide chain consists of a sequence of its detailed structure. I am showing you. A, adenine combined with thymine by double hydrogen bonds. It combines with sugar, cytosine with guanine by triple hydrogen bond. They also attach with sugar, and sugar is attached with phosphorus. So if here phosphorus or phosphate group is attached with fifth carbon atom of sugar, DNA contains pentose sugar. Pentose sugar means 5 carbon atom containing sugar. So if the phosphate group is attached with fifth carbon atom of the sugar, here it attached with third carbon atom, and again with 5 3 5 3, and it will, if it starts from the 5, will end into 3. If it starts with 3, it will end into 5, so that the complete base pairing can be obtained to form a double helical model of DNA. Each polynucleotide chain consists of a sequence of nucleotides linked together by phosphodiester bonds joining adjacent T or C ribose sugars. This is one nucleotide. This is another nucleotide. This is also a nucleotide, and sugar and nitrogenous base, they form the nucleosides. Two polynucleotide strands are held together in their helical configurations by hydrogen bonding between bases in opposite strands. The resulting base pairs being stacked between the two chains perpendicular to the axis of molecule, like the steps of a spiral staircase, एक सीढ़ी की स्टेप की तरह. The base pairing is always specific, means adenine always pair with thymine and guanine is always paired with cytosine. Thus, all base pair consist of one purines and one pyrimidine. Adenine and thymine form 2 hydrogen bonds, and guanine and cytosine form 3 hydrogen bonds. The two strands of DNA molecule are complementary strands. Means one strand is the carbon copy of other strands. Thus, if the base sequence of one strand is known, the base sequence of its complementary strands can be easily detected. Like this strand starts from the A, it will finish into T. If it starts from T, it will finish into A. The two strands of DNA molecules are coiled together in a right-handed helix, forming the DNA double helix. The diameter of DNA helix is 20 angstroms. This distance is 20 angstrom, while its pitch length of helix required to complete one turn is 34 angstroms. Means this distance (34 angstroms). In each DNA strand, the base pair nucleotide occurs at a regular interval of 3.4, means AT, CG, means in a one helix there are at least 10 base pairs having the distance of 3.4 angstroms. so that about 10 base pair are present in one pitch of a DNA double helix. Double helix shows a major or wide group and a minor or narrow group. The narrow group is the distance between the paired molecules, while wide group is the space between successive turns. This is the wide group and narrow groups. Now the types of DNA. Types of DNA based on the number of strands, single stranded DNA and double stranded DNA. Single stranded and double stranded. Single stranded DNA example: virus. Double stranded DNA, all eukaryotes and prokaryotes except sigma into 174 phase. Based on number of nucleotides, aDNA, right-handed DNA with 11 nucleotide per turn. bDNA, right-handed DNA with 10 nucleotide per turn. cDNA, right-handed DNA with 9 to 33 nucleotide per turn. And zDNA, left-handed DNA. It is only the left-handed DNA with 12 nucleotide per turn. Another type is palindromic DNA. DNA having base pair sequence that read the same forward and backward, such as bird, madam, like the GAATTC, CTTAAG. Forward and backward are same letters. And repetitive DNA, DNA with repeating base pairs. DNA replication.